Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss relations. In our daily life, we come across some relations like father-son, father-daughter, mother-son, father-mother, student-teacher, brother-sisters. These type of many relations in our daily life we are seeing. So how these relations are forming means between two families or in one family itself. Such type of relations are forming. So for this topic, what is the basic concept? Cartesian product. So generally, suppose two families if you take, this is A family and B family. So from A to B, some relations we are forming. Before that, to form that relations, some persons or some objects needed here. So, for example, AB first set, B belongs to second set. A to B, suppose relation is there, means first we have to discuss the Cartesian product of two sets. So how to define Cartesian product of two non-empty sets? Non-empty sets we have to define. Suppose A and B are two non-empty sets, then the set of all possible order pairs are of the form A comma B such that A belongs to first set, B belongs to second set. Here this is the order pair A comma B. In this order pair, A is called first component. A is called first component and B is called second component. So A is called first component, B is called second component. So these pair of components is called order pairs. Means such type of set of order pairs are of the form first component belongs to first set, second component belongs to second set. This type of set of all possible order pairs is called Cartesian product of the non-empty set A to another set B. A to another set B. Generally it is denoted by A cross B. Suppose A cross B possibility is there, then B cross A is also possible. One simple example I will take. Let A equal to A comma B comma C and B equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 also we take, no problem. Then find A cross B and B cross A. A cross B means set of all order pairs, first component belongs to first set, second component belongs to second set. So, how to write A comma 1, A comma 2, A comma 3, B comma 1, B comma 2, B comma 3, then C comma 1, C comma 2, C comma 3. Then similarly B cross A will calculate. B cross A means 1 comma A just interchange it. 2 comma or 1 comma b, you write no problem. 1 comma a, 1 comma b, 1 comma c, 1 comma b, 2 comma a, 2 comma b, 2 comma c, 3 comma a, 3 comma b, and 3 comma c. So this is both A cross B and B cross A. So generally A cross B is not equal to B cross A because no pair of A cross B is equal to B cross A. For example, A comma 1 comma A. When we can say that two pairs are equal. See, A comma B equal to C comma D means first component equal to first component, that is A must be equal to C. Second component must be equal to second component, that is B must be D. So if you observe, first component not equal, second components also not equal. If you take any two pairs from this and this one, there is no first components and second components are corresponding elements are equal, so that generally A cross B is not equal to B cross E. A cross B is not equal to B cross E. See, generally A cross B cannot be B cross E. When they are possible, see, if A cross B equal to B cross A, suppose A cross B equal to B cross A is there, this is possible only for equal sets. Means A and B are must be equal. Next, if you observe this example, number of elements present in A means 3. Number of elements present in B means also 3. So how many order pairs present in A cross B or B cross A? So 3, 6, 9 means number of order pairs present in A cross B means, that is 3 into 3, 9. Similarly, if A contains P elements, B contains Q elements, then the number of order pairs in A cross B and B cross A is always N of A into N of B, that is PQ. PQ. So N of A means P, N of B means Q. Similarly, N of A cross B cross C means 3 sets if you take. Number of order pairs present in A cross B cross C nothing but N of A into N of B into N of C we have to write. Next, we take one example. If we are taking A equal to any one non-empty set, we will take, that is 1 comma 2 comma 3, B equal to 2 comma 3 comma 4. Now we'll see what is A cross B, both B cross A. A cross B will see 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Next, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. This is A cross B. Now we'll see what is B cross A. B cross A. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. So what you are observing here, in two non-empty sets A and B, there are two elements in common. Here 2, 3, here also 2, 3. The number of order pairs common in both A cross B and B cross A cross B and B cross A. See here. 2, 2, one possible order pair means both are equal. Then 2, 3, this is second order pair. Here also second order pair. Then 3, 1, 3, 2, here also 3, 2, here also 3, 2. Then 3, 3, this is fourth order pair. Here also fourth order pair. No other pairs are equal in both A cross B and B cross A. See here. Number of elements common in both A and B means 2 elements. So number of order pairs common in both A cross B and B cross A nothing but that is 2 square. So 4 order pairs in common. So that here this point most important. If A and B contains n elements in common, then the number of order pairs common in both A cross B and B cross A. See? If A and B having n elements in common, the number of order pairs common in both, the number of order pairs common in both A cross B, B cross A is n square. So n elements in common means there are n square elements in common in both A cross B and B cross A. This is most important point in the entrance point of view, so that you should remember this point. Next. So these are the Cartesian product. Then, what is the relation between two non-empty sets? Means relation among the elements in two non-empty sets. Nothing but relation between two non-empty sets. What is the relation? Now we are seeing two non-empty sets. Let capital A and B are two non-empty sets. Non-empty sets. Right. First I will take one example. Later I will define what is the relation from A to B. See here. Suppose A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to 2, 4, 6. Now we are writing some order pairs are of the form A, B such that modulus of A minus B is always even. Here also you can write, and what is A, what is B means A belongs to capital A, B belongs to capital B. Before that I will write A cross B. See, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 6, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 3, 6. These type of possible order pairs we have to calculate. What are these pairs? For the difference of first and second components means its absolute value always must be even. Such type of pairs we have to select. Very clear. 1, 2 if you take, what is modulus of 1, 2? 1 minus 2 nothing but 1. So 1 is not even number, which it will be odd. 1, 4 difference is odd. 1, 6 difference is odd. 2, 2 means 2 minus 2 0. Clearly it is always even number. So we can write 2, 2. 2, 4 means even number. Yes. 2, 6 also even number. Right. 3, 2 odd number. 3, 3 even number. No other order pairs. 1, 2 odd, 1, 3 odd, 1, 6 odd, 2, 2 even, 2, 4 even, 2, 6 even, 3, 1, 3 minus 2 means 1 odd, 3 minus 3 0 means even, 3 minus 6 means 3, it is also odd. So, clearly if you observe this one and this one, this is always a subset of A cross B. Yes. So, any non-empty set of A cross B is called a relation from A to B. So, how to define relation from A to B means if A and B are two non-empty sets like this. A and B are two non-empty sets. A relation capital R is any non-empty subset. Any subset, not only non-empty, any subset of A cross B. So here onwards, what is the relation? So relation nothing but capital R, any subset of A cross B. Simple definition. What is the relation means? Any subset of A cross B is called a relation from A to B. Any relation, maybe it is empty or non-empty, whatever it may be. So what is the relation? Nothing but here onwards relation means always denoted by capital R. So relation capital R is any non-empty subset of A cross B. That is called relation from A to another non-empty set B. This is the example only. Next. One relation I am taking. So, another example I will take. Let A equal to 1, equal to 3, 4, 5. A relation defined as capital R equal to set of order pairs A comma B such that A divides B and A belongs to capital A, B belongs to capital B. You observe relation, nothing but relation is also set of order pairs. That point you remember. Here onwards, relation means set of all order pairs. So in order pairs there will be relation. Which type of relation? First component divides second component, means second component is divisible by first component. So how to answer this type of questions? See, first I take A cross B. So whatever the relation to form means compulsory A cross B is the base. So what is A cross B? So very clear. 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, then 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. Say here. 1, 3, 1 divides 3, very clear. Always 1 divides 3. 1 divides 4, yes. 1, 4 relation is there. 1 divides 5, yes. 1, 5 relation. 2 does not divide 3. 2 divides 4, yes. There is a relation. 2 cannot means 2 will not divide 5. 3, 3, yes. 3 divides itself. 3, 4 not dividing. 3, 5 not dividing. So this is the possible order pairs. So very clear. This is also subset of A cross B. Hence it is a relation. So relation nothing but set of order pairs. Some order pairs. In these order pairs, between the two components there will be one relation. That relation means like this we have to define. So from this you have to identify A cross B and relation. So relation nothing but any subset of A cross B, whatever it will be. 1, 3 present in capital R. See here. 1, 3 present in capital R means how to represent 1, 3 belongs to capital R. 1, 4 belongs to capital R. 3, 2 if this belongs to capital R, in capital R any 3, 2 is there. So 3, 2 does not belongs to capital R. So these notations most important. In any order pair A, B belongs to capital R means how to represent A, B belongs to capital R. Like 1, 3 belongs to capital R. At the same, so like this R, one more notation is there. 1 is related to 3. See here, 1 is related to 3. 1 is related to 4. 3 is not related to 2 means like this. 3 is not related. 3 is not related means R like that we have to strike out. So 3 is not related to 2. So that this notation is most important in this topic. See here. Suppose any order pair A, B in present capital R means how to represent A, B belongs to capital R. A is related to B. A is related to B. Suppose A, B does not belongs to capital R. How to represent? A is not related to B. Not related related. So these two notations most important. You have to remember. Means A comma B present in capital R. A comma B not in capital R. Not in capital R means does not belongs to capital R. Present in capital R means belongs to capital R. So here onwards relation means set of order pairs only. In that order pairs there will be some relation between the two components. That is any subset of A cross B. Next. What is the domain range of a non-empty set? Domain and range. Suppose capital R is a relation A comma B such that A belongs to capital A, B belongs to capital B, which is subset of A cross B. So domain means domain of the relation capital R nothing but set of all first components A such that if A comma B there is a relation. If A comma B there is a relation. Then what is the range? Range of capital R means the set of all the second components when if A comma B belongs to capital R. Whatever the relation set previous example written relation nothing but set of four components. So set of all the first component nothing but domain. Set of all the second components nothing but range. Next. Inverse of the relation. Inverse of the relation capital R. See here. Suppose R be a relation that is a set of order pairs A comma B such that A belongs to capital A and B belongs to capital B. Inverse of the relation capital R, it is denoted by R inverse. So it is also relation obtained by interchanging the components. Suppose first component become second component become first component, such that B belongs to capital B, A belongs to capital A. This is the inverse of a relation. Next, number of relations. Number of relations. See here. Suppose A contains M elements, B contains N elements. Number of relations from A to B, very clear. Number of relations from A to B is equal to, what is relation definition? Any subset of A cross B. Any subset of A cross B. So number of relations nothing but number of subsets of A cross B. So in A cross B, how many elements are there? First we have to see number of elements in number of subsets of means A cross B. So that is 2 to the power n of A cross B. Directly let it be noted down. So 2 to the power n of A into n of B. So 2 to the power n of A means m, n of B means n. So A contains m elements, B contains n elements. Then the number of relations from A to B means 2 to the power n of A into n of B. that is 2 to the power mn. So this is most important. You should remember the formula. Next. So this is relation from A to another set B. So generally we are seeing in one family itself we can form relations. That is, in one single set itself we can form relations. How we are forming relations? Now we are going to see. Relation on a single non-empty set. Relation on a non-empty set, capital A. So A be a non-empty set. A be a non-empty set. So one relation let capital A be a one non-empty set. Any subset of A cross A. Previously what we have taken A cross B we have taken, but here A cross itself, that is any relation capital R, any subset of A cross A. Any subset of A cross A. One simple example for understanding purpose. Capital A equal to one non-empty set I am taking. What is non-empty set? This is 1, 2, 3. A relation capital R defined on capital A as, how we are defining? R equal to A comma B such that between the elements we have to take one relation. A divides B and both A comma B belongs to non-empty set. See here. First A cross A will take. What is A cross A? You tell me. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3. So if you take this example, or instead of this relation, already we have defined this relation, we will change relation. Set up all the order pairs A comma B such that A is less than or equal to B I will take. A is less than or equal to B means first component is either less than or equal to second component. We have to define. So very clear. 1 is always equal to 1. Yes, there is a relation between 1 comma 1. 1 is always less than 2. 1 is always less than 3. 2 cannot be less than 1 or 2 is not equal to 1. So 2 equal to 2. Then 2 is less than 3. Yes. 3 cannot be less than 1. 3 cannot be less than 2. 3 equal to 3. So very clear, this is always subset of A cross A, so that this is a relation on non-empty set capital A, on a non-empty set capital A. So like this we have to define one relation on a non-empty set. So relation nothing but any subset of A cross A. Number of elements means number of relations on a non-empty set. Here A contains 3 elements, means these type of relations how many we can form? How many we can form? Suppose A contains m elements. A contains m elements. Then the number of relations from A to B. So number of subsets are A cross A. So that is 2 to the power n of A cross A. That is 2 to the power n of A into n of A. That is 2 to the power m into m. That is 2 to the power m square. So number of relations on a single non-empty set means A2 on A only, not from A to B. Number of relations on a non-empty set capital A. So number of subsets of A cross A. So like this we have to define. Next. Types of relations. Types of relations. So among the types of relations, first one is empty relation or void relation or null relation. Empty or void or null types of relations. So among these types of relations, first one is empty relation or void relation or null relation also will take. What is empty relation? A be a non-empty set. A be a non-empty set. One relation capital R defined on this non-empty set capital A is said to be empty if R equal to null set. If R equal to null set. See here. A relation capital R defined on a non-empty set capital A is said to be empty. A is said to be empty or void, comma, if R equal to empty relation. So how it will be empty? Just I will take one example. A be a non-empty set. That is, we are taking 1, 2, 3. You remember, throughout this chapter, we are taking non-empty set means always 1, 2, 3. And on this non-empty set, we will going to define one relation, that is set of order pairs such that A plus B equal to 2020 How it will be? From this any two elements A comma B, if you take and see here, both A comma B belongs to non-empty set only, you have to consider whatever the relation. If you are taking two ordered pairs, we have to take from non-empty set only. Other than non-empty set, we should not consider any other elements. You can observe sum of the any two elements. If you take 2020 will come? No, it is not possible. So that this is always empty relation. Therefore, capital R is empty relation on non-empty set capital A. So like this we have to define non-empty relation. Next. Universal relation. Second type. Universal relation. Universal relation. A relation capital R defined on a non-empty set capital A is said to be a universal. Is said to be a universal, comma E R equal to A cross A. Empty relation means R equal to A means empty relation means null set. What is universal relation means? A cross A. Now we will take one example. See. Suppose we take A be a one non-empty set. I told already throughout this chapter I will take only non-empty set 1, 2, 3. And on this non-empty set we will going to define one relation, means order pairs. What are the order pairs? A comma B such that sum of the two elements always greater than or equal to 0. Both A comma B belongs to non-empty set only. Means what is the relation between the two elements A comma B? Nothing but sum of the two elements must be positive or equal to 0. We will see. First I will take A cross A. Very clear. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Total 9 pairs we got. 1, 2, 3. Right. 9 pairs we got. So among these 9 pairs, what is the condition? First component plus second component must be positive or equal to 0, no problem. See, 1 plus 1 positive. So 1, 1 relation is there. 1, 2 because 1 plus 2 3 positive. 1, 3 positive. 2, 1 positive. 2, 2 positive. 2, 3 positive. 3, 1 positive. 3, 2 positive. 3, 3 positive. Right. Very clear. This is always A cross A only. This one same only, no? So that a relation capital R is equal to A cross A means this is a universal relation. So that what is the universal relation? A relation capital R defined on the non-empty set if A R equal to A cross A. Indirectly, every element of this non-empty set related to every element of capital A is related to each element of capital E. that is the universal relation. What is empty relation? No element of capital A related to any element of capital B. That is empty relation. So universal relation, like this we have to define. Next, identity relation. Identity relation. Before that, trivial relations, non-trivial relations. Trivial, non-trivial. See here. Trivial relations, empty and universal relations. Empty and universal relations are called trivial relations. Remaining all the relations are called non-trivial relations. See here. Suppose A contains m elements. A contains m elements. Number of trivial relations. Trivial relations. So total number of relations, total number of means number of trivial relations nothing but two, empty and universal relations. Number of non-trivial relations, non-trivial relations means how many number of relations? 2 to the power m square. Minus trivial relations we have to delete, that is non-trivial relations. Number of non-empty relations. Number of non-empty relations. See here. Empty relation means only one. Non-empty relations nothing but 2 to the power m square minus 1. Non-empty relations 2 to the power m square minus 1. Non-trivial relations 2 to the power m square minus 2. Only trivial relations nothing but 2. These points you have to remember. Next. Identity relation. Identity relation. Here, suppose A be a non-empty set. If we take identity relation on capital A denoted by IA, that point you remember. Identity on the non-empty relation means non-empty set. What is identity relation here? Very simple. See, just I will take one example. Later I will define. Or first we will define relation. A relation capital R defined on the non-empty set capital A is said to be an identity what is the condition here? If R equal to set of order pairs A comma B such that A must be equal to B for every A comma B belongs to non-empty set. Suppose A comma B any one order pair is there in any relation, that two components must be equal. Two components must be equal. If they are not equal means that is not identity relation. One example. If capital A equal to 1, 2, 3, we are taking non-empty set. On this non-empty set, some relations we are found. See, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Second relation. 1, 1, 2, 2. Third relation 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Among these relations, which one is identity relation? Nothing but see 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1 is that 1 equal to 1, 2 is that 2 equal to 2, 3 is that 3 equal to 3. So clearly this is identity relation on capital A. 1, 1, 2, 2, but 3, 3 is not there. So this is not identity. So which is not identity because 3, 3 does not belongs to capital R. Does not belongs to capital R. R3 1, 2. What is the relation? A, B is there. A must be equal to B. So here this is also not identity. Not identity because 1, 2 belongs to capital R, but 1 is not equal to 2. So identity relation nothing but see here. Each element of capital A is related to itself only. See another definition. Each element of capital A is related to itself only. So this is most important. Each element of capital A 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, each element over 1, 2, 2, but 3, each element of capital A, so 3 is not related to itself, so that this is not it is not identity relation. Next, R3. So here all elements are repeated. See here, sir, 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is there, 3 related to itself. So this is clearly identity. But what is the definition here? A must be equal to B. So that this is not identity relation. Like this we have to define identity relation on a non-empty set.